My name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Good afternoon, Hail Stalkers. Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. As always, check out their pages in the description below if you're watching us here on Facebook. This morning started out real early, or I guess it was a very late night for our on-call meteorologist last night, Frank. We had big storms move through the southwestern sections of the Minneapolis metro. We'll talk about that in just a second. And is there going to be more hail possible today? Our website and our app, again, if you're having issues, feel free to give us a call. We are happy to set up a training with you guys so that way you are well versed in everything, especially a lot of Minneapolis folks who might not have been using us too much recently since there hasn't been a whole ton of hail so far this year. Training is a good way to get a refresher, get some new people up to speed, or if you haven't been on here since we made some major updates, it's good to be squared away and ready to go for when a big storm occurs. So, this is what we talked about from yesterday. We had two 3-star maps we made. The first one was in Gillette, Wyoming, Spearfish, South Dakota, and was it Whitney, North Dakota, Nebraska? Whitney, Nebraska, not North Nebraska. God, jeez. Up to 3-inch hail fell there. We had about 8,500 homes impacted, the vast majority of which was in Gillette, Wyoming, with up to some baseball-size hail there. I think maybe with the 3-inch size hail. I don't have any pictures for this one, unfortunately. I saw a couple videos, but it was a little hard to find pictures on social media. However, the bigger storm that happened about 4 o'clock this morning, Prior Lake, Savage, and Burnsville, Minnesota. This one, many more pictures. Up to some isolated baseball-sized hail. I know the initial, if you guys saw our stuff this morning, up to tennis ball-sized hail. I found some bigger, on social media, bigger hailstones in there and reanalyzing the radar. We have updated little areas in purple for you folks, and about 32,000 homes impacted, and quite a few pictures here all across the area. This is one of the pictures I found of the much larger hail. This one's pretty large too. This one's close to tennis ball size, and of course, when you get hail about that size, you start breaking out some windows and the backs of cars and everything. So a lot of folks waking up this morning with some unfortunately, maybe some broken windows in their cars, and maybe be unaware of some possible roof damage. Again, we found quite a few pictures for it happening at 4 in the morning, but at the same time, most folks were still asleep. A lot of people might not even know it hailed at their house. So go ahead and get our map at hailtrace.com if you haven't already, so you can go check out those areas to see any possible hail damage for there. So for today, the rest of today is our chance for hail in Minneapolis. I'm giving about a 2% chance. I think there will be storms, but they're going to say just south of Minneapolis. That might change through the afternoon, but what we're looking at right now, I'm pretty confident that the majority of the activity that will form today will be just south of Minneapolis, so 2%. But hey, you know what? Anything's possible. We had storms this morning at 4 in the morning, so it eventually hailed in Minneapolis. It was just a lot later than I thought it was going to be. 5% for La Crosse. I think there's going to be 1, maybe 2 storms that form here. It'll be a pretty nasty little guys that are going to form off of the outflow of a bunch of precipitation from this morning. 2% for Madison, Wisconsin. I think by the time the storms get to you, it will be more of a line of storms versus isolated supercells that more likely make hail. And there's also up to our neighbors to the north in Canada, could see some hail up to 2 inches in diameter as well. Looks like quite a few storms are going to be possible this evening north of International Falls. International Falls itself, about 5% chance. So, looking at the future radar, we're going to see storms up in Canada this afternoon moving through, and then this particular model run shows that one storm pretty well south of Minneapolis. But we're watching this very carefully. I think if there's anybody to see even bigger than 2-inch hail, it'd be a storm here that forms off of an outflow boundary from this morning. So, what do we expect for tomorrow? Well, things are looking pretty similar to today. Some isolated activity. However, this time, instead of being in Dakota, it looks more like Minnesota, near Minneapolis, northern Wisconsin, possibly even extending all the way towards Toronto and Buffalo, New York. Storms, again, I think this is going to be pretty isolated in nature, but any of them can get going. Up to 2-inch hail, maybe even a little bit bigger if things look a little more favorable this time tomorrow. But right now, 2-inch hail possible. Again, isolated risk. This isn't going to be a high-end risk or anything. Kind of similar to the past couple days. You get a couple storms that get going, pretty big hail coming out of them. It's just now we're moving to areas of the country with a little bit more people living at, so we could actually see a few more higher impact storms. Maybe we can get another 3 or 4-star map, or if we're really lucky, we get a big storm up in Minneapolis for the next few days, and then we can get a 5-star map. So do those hail dances. Hopefully we can get a couple more big storms out of this. All right, so that future radar showing again some isolated storms. I mean, this particular run has a couple nasty guys up just south of Lake Superior, even some storms over by Detroit and into Ontario for your day tomorrow. But you can see pretty isolated, scattered nature, 1 or 2 storms that aren't really forming off of a very obvious firing point like storms in the Southern Plains, say in April and May. We're able to go much higher with our chances of impact. But hey, you know what? It's the summertime. Any storms are welcome, especially in higher population centers. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you again tomorrow, as we do every single weekday at 12 p.m. Follow us on Facebook, hit See First. So that way, say the storm that happened at 4 o'clock this morning, we didn't have any live coverage. I was sound asleep. But here at Hail Trace, we always have somebody on it. We were posting about it after it happened, so an easy way for you to not miss anything. If you miss our notification, you can be following us and think See First, and we right at the top of your news feed saying, hey, we got a new map in the Minneapolis area. You should check it out. And give us a call, 855-334-4244. Okay, let's try that again. 855-334-4245. Say that every single day, but sometimes you screw it up. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or you interested in what Hail Trace has to offer, or if you need to set up a training, it's a great number to contact us at. Email us, or you can find more details on our website, hailtrace.com. And hey, try it out for our Instagram at hailtrace. We love trying to post on different social medias. You know, if you guys have Instagram, might as well give us a follow. We post some neat stuff on there as well. Have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. or maybe even for some live coverage in the event the storms don't happen at 4 in the morning. Hey, let's see if we can make that happen. Have a great day, everybody.